Morning and happy new year, everyone. Happy 2026. It is so hard to believe that it is January. First of all, that it's January. Second of all, that it's January 2026. It's crazy. Anyways, all right. So today we are going to, I'm going to show you all our new craft paper designs, which are gorgeous. And then we are going to make over some books. We're going to do a book stack. So I've got these old books here, and we're going to make these over with our new craft paper designs. And y'all, I'm telling you, this is going to be gorgeous when we're done. I can't wait to see how this turns out. Of course, don't have a whole lot of time, so we're going to have to get through this pretty quickly. Because I got somewhere to be at noon, all right? So I've got about an hour, all right? So we're going to get into this, and I'm going to show you all this month's craft paper. Sally says she already loves this month's craft paper. She's already seen it. So if you are a subscriber for just $10 a month, then you already have the email. Most of you will already have the email. So anyways, say hey when you hop on. Tell me, I hope you had a good time last night. We were at my in-laws last night and did watch the ball drop, and then we left and came home and went to bed. But we did stay up to ring in the new year. All right. Let's see who we've got. Hey, Stacy. Hi, Lori. Happy 2026. Hey, Dorothy. Happy New Year. Hello, Sally. Good morning. Hey, Carol. Happy New Year. Hi, Gail. Happy New Year, Lynn. Good to see you. Hi, Carol. Good morning. Happy New Year. Hey, Tammy. She says, we stay home. Hi, Deborah. Hey, Nancy. Good to see everyone. Hey, Katie. Hi, Linda. Happy New Year. Hey, Kay. Good morning. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy 2026. All right, let's get into it because, like I said, I am pressed for time. Hey, Brenda. So I'm going to show you all the new craft paper designs. They are with Valentine's Day in mind. You kissed at 9 and went to bed. There you go. Oh my goodness, that's a long, long day, Lynn. Happy New Year, Stacy. So they are with Valentine's Day in mind. However, a lot of these designs are perfect for all different kinds of things, and not just Valentine's Day. Okay, so they're not like screaming in your face, pink, red, and purple. You know, we design all of our craft papers, especially now, not so much in the beginning, but now, with home decor in mind. Okay, so this is not your gimmicky, really cartoony or themey type designs like what you would buy at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, things that are just like in your face, Valentine's Day, you know, covered in hearts and things like that. That's not really how we do it. So we design paper that is going to be something that's somewhat transitional. So it may not necessarily be, screaming Valentine's Day or screaming Christmas or anything like that. But it's something that can work all different times of year. Okay. Hi, Bev. Happy New Year. Katie, Griffin is good. Happy New Year, Teresa. Hey, Deborah on YouTube. Thanks for joining me. Okay. So these designs, there's lots of florals. And so these florals are beautiful for all different times of year. Good morning, Amanda. So the first one, this is the one that I did, and this one's called A Love So Sweet. So I'll just give you a little, this is the cover sheet. So this is just kind of a glimpse at the whole overall palette of this set. Okay. So that one is, this one's A Love So Sweet. So here's the first one. Happy New Year, Lisa. So this is a beautiful pink floral. And then we've got this one here, which is white background. It's got pink flowers on the background, and then it's just got these beautiful florals on the top and the bottom. Happy New Year, Denise. Hi, Linda. This one's got a blue background with pink flowers. So you can see, not screaming Valentine's Day, but definitely works for Valentine's Day. These are great also if you like shabby chic stuff. This one has a pink background and these flowers that have like a really pale green, really pale blue. There's kind of like a yellow polka dot on the background. Really pretty. Happy New Year, Wanda. Someone just shared the link in the comments for the craft paper subscription. This is a pink with this beautiful blue floral. It's got birds. So pretty. I love this one. I think it might be my favorite. And it's just this really pretty all over pink floral design. It's got kind of a creamy colored background. Happy New Year, Margie. This one has a white background and it's got pink flowers and blue flowers. Very shabby chic. Very shabby chic. I love this one. So it looks like fabric and it's got blue stripes and then it's got that beautiful floral on it. Good morning, Rebecca. Hi, Crystal. Thank you. Lynn says just came in from removing snow. 5 inches. Oh, no. I know, Lisa. All right. And then this is one of the signs and embellishments. So our craft paper comes with at least 8 full-size, all-over patterned sheets. Okay. Then it comes with also 4 additional sheets that are signs, embellishments, things like that. So things that you can just make a really quick, beautiful piece of wall decor by either framing or decoupaging, or that you can add as embellishments to different things. Okay, so this one here says, all we need is love. And it's that blue stripe, cute little bow frame on there. And this one has a 5x7 image that says, what does that say? You're mine, down at the bottom, with this pretty watercolored floral. It's got 4 tags over here. They all say love in different colors. And down here is this really fun, and again, like this doesn't have to be a Valentine's Day image. It's got this pretty little landscape with this beautiful swan in the landscape, and then a little XOXO down there. Then this one here is full of all kinds of different little images. Yeah, I don't know who sings that, Lynn, but I'm singing it too in my head. So there's a fun little tag over here that you could use to add to a gift that you might put together for Valentine's Day. If you do homemade treats and things like that, you can use this tag. This would be a great tag to use for Valentine's to send to school with kids. She would, wouldn't she, Lori? It says a little treat for someone sweet. I might actually send her this set so she can use it. So a little treat for someone sweet. And so it's a little tag right there you can cut out and add to things. This is a little 4x5 sign. I think it's 4x5. Happy Valentine's Day is what it says. And then you got some fun little tickets over here that, again, you can use for Valentine's Day cards or, you know, gifts and things like that. And then it's got a fun little bow up here that you can cut out and add to things. The Beatles. Lisa's got it. She says the Beatles. All right, and then the last one is this one here, and it's got 3 signs on it and then some embellishments. So this one says, "I'll love you forever and always." We've got some cute little swans. Now these little swans are a little more Valentine's Day because they come together to form a little heart. 2 little swans. And then, but this one down here, look how pretty that is. That beautiful watercolor. And then you got a couple of little stamps. This one here says "Together Forever," just like a little tag you can add to things. Oh, funny. Okay, and then don't forget, we always also include the little, what are we calling this? I forget what we call it. Anyways, it's got all of the designs on it, a full picture of all of the designs. And so you can print this out with your set, or not print your set and just print this out and put this into a binder. And then whenever you are trying to find contact sheet, whenever you're trying to find some craft paper and you're looking for the right design, you can just look at these contact sheets and you got a quick little snapshot of what that month looked like, and you can find the ones that you want. So then you can just go into your computer, find January of 2025, and you'll find mistake 2026, January 2026. Mom and I messed that up. We might be able to send you all a new one of these. Did we do that on the cover sheet too? No, I changed the cover sheet. I did not change this. Did Mom change that? She did. I messed up. So my cover sheet has 2025 on it. So maybe we can send you all a new one that's got 2026, so you can make sure you have the right date on there. Otherwise, you're going to have a hard time finding it, right? So anyways, so that's that. Okay, so this is this month's set from me. All right, I'll show you really quick. Get all these. See if I can't show you, okay? So, a beautiful. All right. Okay. Now, Mom's is a little more of a vintage look. It's the one we're going to actually be using to craft with today. And it's called Love Letters and Lace. So this is the cover sheet. Hey, Jezelyn. And then hers has this beautiful peachy, pinky, kind of corally color. And then a really aged, kind of a yellowy, neutral kind of color. And then a little bit of like a mossy green, okay? Sign back up, Lynn. We'd love to have you. So this one's my favorite of this set. I think this is just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. So it's just this all over floral. And then you've got a really fun sheet that's got bows on it. How cute is that? And they've all got this fun vintage look about them. Lace. A full sheet of this vintage lace. How beautiful is that? So pretty. This one here is really fun. It's got all kinds of different things just layered on it. So it's really cute. I love this little, we may be using that today. How cute is that? You've got a plaid. This one is my second favorite. We're also going to be using this one today. And it is this beautiful floral, kind of looks like vintage wallpaper. Just love that. Okay, this one has this gorgeous floral design down here in the bottom. Good morning, Darlene. All right, and then we've got some stripes here. Some just like tone on tone, simple stripes, a great background for lots of things. Hey, Sandy, Happy New Year. And another one that's just got all the different things layered on it for Valentine's Day. So fun. I really like this little Valentine right here too. I might use that today. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, and then we move into our full size, or not our full size, our signs and embellishments. Sherry, Mom will post the link for you. It's $10 a month, and you get all of this for $10 a month. Every single month is something different. All right, and then the full sign sheet is this one right here. And it says, love is not finding someone to live with. It's finding someone you can't live without. Love that. So this is a full size. But again, you can cut these down to 8 by 10 as well. Thank you, Sally. She said she thinks this month is the best yet. This one here has got 4 4x4 signs on it. So it says, Happy Valentine's Day. My heart belongs to you. You have the key to my heart and forever mine. And then these down here could be great little tags because they're kind of that size. Who knows? We might use one of these today. I don't know. And then you've got a sheet here that's got these cute little heart doily frames. And then this one here has this beautiful image on it in a 5x7. It says love on it, and it's just the cutest little boy and girl, and then some cute little hearts over here. And then, of course, the contact sheet so that you can come back, find which designs you want to use easily. That makes it so easy to shop for craft paper. Just being able to flip through and look at this and not have to, flip through all of the pieces of craft paper that you got laying around. You know what I mean? It would be great for a wedding announcement. Yay, Lynn! Okay, so let's get into it. We're using this design here, and I'm using 3 old books that have the covers removed. Okay, so they're just the book pages. Okay, and we are going to cover these and make some really beautiful book stack. Okay, is the plan, and then we're gonna wrap them together and just decorate this really cute. All right, so we need the papers we're going to use, and we are going to use the stripe and this one here and the lace, as well as this one right here. Okay, those are the ones we're going to use to cover these books. Crystal, yay! And Mom will send the link, respond to your comment with the link. All right, so I'm going to start with these smaller ones. And my paper doesn't quite wrap all the way around. I don't think it's going to be a problem because what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it around, and then the side that it doesn't wrap all the way around to, that side is just going to be left. Is going to be facing the inside of the stack. Does that make sense? So we're going to just decoupage this on. I am going to measure and trim this. So this book is 8 inches. So I need to trim a 1/2 inch off. of the long side. Okay, go. Perfect. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I think they're both the same size. Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing to this one here. We're just going to trim off 1/2 inch. Okay. All right. Now, we'll just get our decoupage glue, and that's all we're going to do is just decoupage this directly onto the book pages, okay? All right, let me grab a pouncer. And we're just going to use our decoupage glue, and I'll just do one side at a time. Just get that coated, a nice, even, thin layer. Okay. And then we'll just line that up. The cutter is from Amazon. Okay. So then I'll just take some more glue and we'll put it on the binding. Fold that over. Can you already tell this is going to be so pretty? I love this idea too for books, because I just think it allows you to have some really cool books that are going to go really well with your decor. So then on the back here, we'll just, this isn't going to go all the way to the end. So like I said, but that's not a big deal. We're going to hide it. So just get a nice even layer on there. And it really doesn't bother me anyways, because it matches the color of the book pages really well. All right. So just like that. Look how cute. So you can see just a little bit there is left showing. And you could always take a second piece if you wanted to, or like I could take this and it, you know, just the excess that I had and put it on there and it would kind of blend in. But I'm going to show you how we're going to hide that. So on this one, I covered the front first so that the front of the book was completely covered. On the other one, I'm going to cover the back first, okay? So that the back is completely covered. And we're going to cover it in this floral. So we'll do the same thing. Just get a nice even coat of glue on that paper. And you could do this to ones that have the cover on as well. It honestly is going to be a little harder to do, I think, just because you have to wrap the cover a little bit, you know. Where this, we don't have to wrap it. These papers are so pretty on these books. Exactly, Lynn. That's where I'm at. That's why I'm doing it the way that I'm doing it, because I'm going to sandwich those on the inside of the stack so that you don't see that piece that's showing. There, that piece that isn't covered. Okay, we'll get this binding. All right, and then the front side. There we go. Just like that. Thanks for sprinkling, Rhea. Okay. All right, so now these two here, okay, so I got this front side that's still showing, and then on this one, the back side is showing. So when these come together, you see the front completely covered and the you see what I'm saying? The back completely covered and the front completely covered. And those two ends that are showing are coming together. Okay. All right. So we got those. Now let's move on to this one's bigger than the other. So we're adjusting this slightly. So what I'm going to do with this one is we're taking the lace, and with this one, this is not, my 8.5 by 11 paper is not wide enough. So we were going to turn it this way. And we can do this, you can do this multiple different ways. But I think what I'm going to do is have the lace on the back, and I'm going to bring it around to the front. Let's trim it. Let's see here what size this is. It is 9 inches, a little less than 9 inches. So we're going to trim off of the short side. I'm going to leave that out because I'm going to need that again. All right. And I'm going to flip this over to the back, and we're going to attach the paper to the back and then bring it around to the front first. Y'all, you can get books like for this at Dollar Tree. You can get them at Goodwill. Because you're doing this, it doesn't have to have a pretty cover. So you can use almost anything. Okay, so we'll glue this on. Get it lined up here. There we go. Okay. Jill, the paper cutter's from Amazon. It is a Fiskars rotary cutter. Okay. So then we'll wrap this around to the front, and you'll see we're only covering part of it. So then we're going to take the stripe, and this front is not, it's a little rough, so I'm going to have to add extra glue. work that for a minute to make sure it sticks. Hey, Angie, good to see you. All right, and then on the front, we'll just wrap the rest of this. Just like that. Okay, so y'all can probably guess where I'm going with this. So then we're just gonna take the stripe and we'll just do the stripe like that. So we just see a little bit of that lace, and then we've got the stripe in this part here. So I'm gonna measure to see how wide I want that paper to be. So we're gonna go 4 3/4 by 9. So I'm gonna trim that down. So we're gonna cut off of the short side first to cut it down to 9, so it's the right height. And then we're gonna cut it down to 4 3/4, just like that. Yay, Crystal, I'm so glad. Carol, I am using the Deco Art Decoupage matte glue. This one is available on our website. We sell this one. It's just like, well, I don't know if it's just like Decoupage or what's it called? Mod Podge. I think it's a little better than Mod Podge, but okay. So let's glue this on. Kind of wish I'd gone 5 inches, but that's all right. Okay, go. All right, and then we'll just line this up. All right, just like that. Didn't get it lined up perfectly. Okay. So we've got our 3 books covered. So now we just need to embellish and decorate a little bit. Okay. So let me make sure they're dry. They don't stick to each other. All right. So I'll show you. So these ones here are, you can see where that extra was showing. Okay. Flip that back. All right. So then this one, the tall one's going to go in the middle. And so when we stack these together like this, that's what we get. And you can see, so we don't see that bit there that isn't covered. All right. I don't notice it to turn over time. I have never noticed that. All right, so I'm going to pull out my Distress ink. We're going to go with the Vintage Photo. I think it's going to be perfect for this. And let me find an inker. Okay. All right, so we're just going to use the Vintage Photo. We're going to do the edges of the pages and then around the tops of the edges of the front and the back to just distress this a little bit more. Make these look even older. Look how beautiful that is. I mean, a set of these in your home in any of our craft papers that coordinate with your home would just be so beautiful in your decor. I'm going over all the edges here. Okay, so you can see the difference. And then we'll do, definitely want to get the spines as well. Because that part is going to show. Right. Now this isn't going to show too much, but I still want to get those edges because that will still show. And then we're also going to get the pages to just make that look really worn and vintage. We also sell the distress inks on the website as well. If you've never used these, they're amazing. We've got lots of different colors and they're just so much fun. If you wanted to go with a more Valentine look and you're not as into the distressing, you could use, we've also got a pink and we've got a blue that would go really well with the Love Is So Sweet set that you could use even on these, and that would be really fun. No, I didn't glue the pages together. I just glued the paper on the outside pages. Now this one, all of the edges will show because this one is bigger. So we want to make sure that we get that really well because all of those areas are going to show. All right, look at the back. All right, now we'll do the pages. Okay, so that's how that looks. So we're just gonna do the spine, which this one's got that sort of reddish color on one side of it. So it's not gonna show up real well. But you don't have to have the pages glued together. You just kind of push it together and you can get it distressed pretty well. Okay, last one. Happy New Year, Betty. Okay, we're almost there. And then we'll put these together and we'll figure out how we're going to embellish. And we're going to add some things to it to make it really cute. All right, just got to get the spine and then the pages. Okay. My arm's starting to hurt. And this is optional, of course. You don't have to do the distressing part. I just really like it. I like things to look vintage and distressed. Okay. So, when we put this together, this is what it looks like. So we've got a little bit more of a worn look. All right. So what I'm thinking is I've got a little manila tag here. I was thinking about using that. I've also got a little skeleton key, which I think is going to be really cute with this. And then we'll probably use some lace, but I want to grab some image from this. So just got to decide what that's going to be. So we could take these little pieces here and we could use those as they're kind of the perfect size as a tag if we wanted to, which would be really cute. That actually has the same image that I was thinking about taking. So we could grab that. So that might be what we do. We could also just like decoupage this entire tag. I don't think that's what I want to do though. So I think we're going to go with that. You could also just do like something right on the middle. Like if you wanted to take this little frame here and cut that out and then just glue that to the front, that would be really pretty. Okay, so let's do what we were saying. Let's do, where is that paper at? Right here. Let's grab this one. And I'm going to cut it out. Let me just trim it out. Yes, I could flip the red edges to the bottom. They are going to be standing. If I flip it to the bottom, I'm not going to see the stripe here. So I don't know. We can play with that and see what looks the best. I could always just depends on which one I want on the front, you know? So anyways, okay. Let's trim this out really quick. And then we'll use the Distress ink to kind of hide where, well, I'll show you. It's easier to show than to explain. Okay, so this will just decoupage right on. It fits kind of perfectly. Hey, Becca, good morning. All right. Decoupage this on to the tag, and this is just a manila tag. You can grab these most places, like Amazon, probably even at all of the craft stores. All right, just like that. Got a little excess. I'm just going to trim that excess off with some scissors. Let's see here, right here. And then we'll take some Distress ink and we'll just be able to kind of hide this up here with some Distress ink. Okay, so we'll take our Distress ink and then we're just going to make this part darker. And we'll do that around the edges. Okay. I think I like that. Hey, Janae, Happy New Year. Now, that's cute. Okay, so let's see here. Let's grab, I'm thinking like maybe I want to add something else. So let me see what else I've got. Let me look in my my drawer here. I want to see about another tag, something to just give this a little bit more of an ephemera type of a feel. Got some fun tags that maybe I could use. That green one is pretty. Let's see if I was to distress this a little bit more. Take some more vintage photo to this. And then maybe even, let me see if I've got like a letter or something like that. Also, y'all, we have got vintage Valentines on our website. Vintage Valentines. They are so cool. Yeah, I'm thinking kind of like that, just to kind of give this a bit of a layered look. Adding that one behind. And let's see here what else we've got. Let me take a look over here. See what I can find. Even a vintage photo would be fun. That's not really a letter. Okay, here we are. Oh yeah, this is a love letter. It's Dear Butch. What if from Edna? To Butch from Edna. Do I need to plug in my phone? It's getting... We're dying over here. All right, I got like just a few minutes. Okay. All right, so if we took the love letter, it's already really cool. It's from 1944, but I'm gonna distress it a little more so it just kind of matches, because it's not real, it doesn't match real well. It's not super aged looking. This is why I love vintage photo distress ink. Look at that. So I just did the one side. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking it. Okay, and then let's see here. Do I want to add anything else besides the key? Let me see what vintage photos I've got. Fun if I had one of a couple. I don't know if I do or not. Here's a wedding. I don't know if I'll like that or not. That's a fun couple. I don't know if I want to do a photo or not. It doesn't feel, the colors feel off to me. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I think we'll just stick with what we've got. And then we'll grab some lace. Just looking really quick, make sure I don't see anything else that I want to use. You have some envelopes. I think it might be getting too much. I think we're just going to stick with this, okay? So what I think I'll do is, in order to make this stay together the way I want it, I'm going to glue it together. So I'm going to use a glue stick. Just put a little glue on one corner of this little tag. Line up the holes. So I just want a little bit of that green peeking out behind there. Okay, and then I don't know if I want to glue the letter down or not. I'm thinking no. Let me grab some lace. So let's see here. We'll use lace to tie this all up with. Thank you, Allison. Okay. So we want something vintage, but we want something flat. This is really cute. It's not the perfect color. Let's see really quick what else we have. I think that's too big. It's not big enough. Let's see what this is. Happy New Year, Jenny. This is definitely old. It feels odd though to me. That's not quite right. What about this one? This one might work. All right, let's try this. Okay, so I'm just gonna wrap this around. Put this through. And then we'll put our skeleton key on. Just like that. And then we're just going to tie a bow with our lace. Okay, then we'll trim that. Oh my goodness, this is cute. Okay, I think I'm gonna bring it up a bit. Now you could also glue the books together if you wanted to. I don't think I'm going to, but you could glue the books together. I'm wondering if I should glue these pieces in place so that they don't. Well, I think it's okay. All right, so I will take a little Distress ink and just very gently rub this onto the lace just to give it like it's been laying there, it's gotten worn as it's been laying there, and like hitting some of those spots where it would just naturally wear more to make it look like it's been on this book and this whole little thing has been put together for a long time. Just like that. Look how stinking adorable that is. So cute and fun. But y'all, so I put this together. It's a little bit of a vintagey Valentine's Day kind of a thing, but these books would be so great. We have got so many gorgeous designs that if you took some of the previous designs that go with your home and covered some of these just to use for risers and things and decoration around your home, that would be so stinking beautiful. I just love this idea of covering these books like this in the craft paper. And you wouldn't even have to distress them. But this is so cute. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy New Year's. I hope that you have an amazing new year. I hope this year is filled with lots of blessings for you. I will see you guys probably not tomorrow. I will probably see you next week. I hope you have an amazing day. And I love y'all. Bye, everybody.